Welcome back to the channel. If you are here today for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are my returning subscribers, thank you all so much for your loyal support. Today it's all about the beautiful plants. Today I will be taking you on a plant journey where I will be showing you some of my plants around my home and how I care for them. For those that really know me, they know how much I love and appreciate my plants. So if you are one of them that is struggling with your plants and just need a little something to guide you through, stay tuned. And if you are one of those black thumbers that are scared of having a plant in your home, no need to worry. There is a plan for you. So no one will be left out today. There is something for each and every one. So please grab a moment from your busy day and let's show our plants some love today. Plants are very vital for health and for around our home. So we are going to love and appreciate our plant every day. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, my friends, starting off with this beautiful peace lily. This plant loves the bright light, but the good thing, it can tolerate both low and medium light as well. The more light this plant gets, the happier it will be, and the faster it will grow and bloom those white little flowers that sticks up at the top that we all love. I have some baby ones I see coming up soon. This popular houseplant is known for its glossy dark green leaves. It needs to be moist at all time but well drained. The more moist this plant stays, the better for it, because if it does not get enough moist, the leaves will start to shrink and quail, but the moment it gets the water, the leaves is up and back to normal again. They can be also grown in a vase with water as well. Next, I'm moving on to the ponytail palm. This plant loves bright light, but not directly. Keep this plant fairly dry. Allow it 1 or 2 inches of the soil to dry out completely before watering it. But when you're watering this plant, give it a good soak though and allow it to drain properly. It doesn't like the draft, so keep it away from the window during the winter time and from the air conditioner as well, as this can severely damage the plant. And if you're here today for the first time, welcome to the channel. I am so delighted to have you for another episode of today's video. Thank you all so much for stopping by. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and become a part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for being here. This next plant is called the umbrella plant. It is an easy plant to care for. It should help you out by cleaning the air. It is known as an air purifier plant. So the main downside with this plant is that with prolonged incorrect care, the lower leaves will fall and you will be left with a bare stem. So you don't want that to happen. To avoid this from happening, choose a position in your home that offers a good light but not direct for best result. This next plant is the fiddle leaf fig. It loves the bright light condition and the warm humidity. If you place this this plant in the eastern window of your home, this plant will like strive and grow very nicely. But make sure not to overwater this plant, else you will see those speckles, brown speckles on the leaves. But make sure to give it a good watering and allow it to drain properly. Okay, so this is another popular plant. This is a snake plant, and it is a plant that you can totally ignore. It is easily cared for. So this one is one that I will really recommend. You can totally like abandon this plant for like 2 months and it's good. Okay, it's a very slow growing plant. It's known for that stiff and hardy sword-like leaves that everybody loves. Give it a little warm morning sunlight, bright sunlight, and it can boost the growth significantly. But it's a very slow plant. But give it a good water though when you're watering it, even though it's a drought tolerant plant. Good watering and drain properly as always. Okay, so this next plant is called the ANTHURIUM, also known as the flamingo flaves. This plant loves bright light, but not directly though. It likes the bright light during the winter month. It will very much appreciate that. Loves to be in a rich and well-drained mixed soil, and you can put like some sand inside that mixture, and it's ideal for this plant. It prefers suns more than shade, so during the winter time, a humidifier is highly recommended. Okay, this is the Boston fern. It's a very classic house plant. It is very much easily cared for. It doesn't require a lot of sunlight, but appreciate a little TLC every now and then. It likes the warm and humidity condition and doesn't like too much of an outdoor extreme temperature. Okay, so water this plant very frequently, like once a week, to prevent the soil from like drying out. A little filter sunlight in the morning and like the afternoon shade, it will very much appreciate. And some occasional misting is perfect for this plant. Okay, and this is the ZZ plant, another easily cared for plant that I will recommend. It's very slow growing, loves the bright light, but indirectly. You can totally ignore this plant for a month or two. It is a drought tolerant plant. Just give it some adequate lighting and a good watering like every couple of weeks, and this plant is good to go. If you have a black thumb, this is another perfect plant for you. This is known as the corn plant. This plant is also a low maintenance plant, but once you get the growing condition right, it's good to go. It loves the bright light, but not the direct light. If it gets too much light, it will cause the leaves to lose the leaves color variation, and this might cause the stunt the growth of the plant. Some occasional misting is ideal for this plant, and make sure to wipe the leaves down every now and then because they do not like to be dirty. so this next plant is called the sweetheart plant. It will strive in a very small pot for many years, like a couple of years, with little care. So it's, despite that it's a tropical plant, it can tolerate dry air, which is good. Although it appreciates some occasionally misting from time to time. And this plant also likes to be clean, so keep wiping the leaves every now and then. It will very much appreciate. So this is the bird nest fern. This plant are naturally epiphytic, meaning they grow on surface of other plants. When they're out in their rainforest forest homes, you can find them like growing high in like the crooks of the trees. So this plant will grow well in like a filter sunlight to a moderate amount of shade. It's very funny when it comes on to its watering. It likes to be watered consistently but not soggy. When watering this plant, you have to water around the soil. You cannot allow it to touch the water to touch the center. This will get the mold inside the center of the plant and will rotten the dense net. This is the string of dolphin. Okay, and you can clearly see why it's called the string of dolphin. It is known for their iconic dolphin-shaped leaves. They are considered to be like a low-maintenance suckling. So those little dolphin leaves, plump dolphin leaves, they retain water. So that's what makes them a drought-tolerant plant. This plant do not require any special care to keep it happy. It loves the bright light. Just put it at a bright facing window, ignore it for most of the time, and it's good to go. Like once a month watering, and it's perfect for this plant. This next plant is called the Swiss cheese plant, and you can tell just by looking at it. It got its name from his large heart-shaped leaves that develop these O's as the plant ages. Your main task for this plant, it needs regular water and food to survive. So because this plant is a tropical origin, it needs bright sunlight but indirect, consistent moist but not soak. This plant thrives in a high humidity and warm temperature, so increase some humidity by giving it some misting will help. This is the wax plant, also known as the honey plant. It is known for its slender vines that covered with this waxy deep green, sort of leathery looks leaf. Allow this plant to dry out completely before watering. Too wet or too dry soil can cause the leaves to drop. Wax plants love high humidity and appreciate some misting as well. It loves the bright and indirect sunlight all year around, so cold water can shock the plant. So you should water this plant at room temperature. Last but not least, okay, so this next plant is called the Crimson Princess, oftentimes confused with the Crimson Queen. It is an absolute stunner. This houseplant is a very popular houseplant. Unlike many other indoor plants, it can actually tolerate some direct sunlight, but not too much though, as this will cause the leaves to get discoloration. So this plant store water in its leaf. in its thick and waxy leaves, so water sparingly. When it comes on to the temperature though, this plant prefers a range of 65 to 80 degrees. But keep in mind that this tropical plant doesn't respond well to extreme temperature changes. I thank you so much for hanging out with me and my plant today. I hope I was able to inspire someone to go out and get a beautiful plant for their home today. Thank you so much for being a part of my YouTube family. Continue to like, subscribe to my channel for more content. Until next time, this is Aretha saying bye, and I'll see you in the next one.